Each time we blink, the seconds nearing the election come closer and closer. And as we all know, it is a big portal to change, which we've been striving for the longest time. And with the current landscape obstructing our voters' right in accessing legitimate information in the upcoming elections, how can we acquire the proper information and spare our loved ones from the fake news seen on social media? Could we still register to vote in a time of pandemic? And does our vote still count?
The coronavirus pandemic left 4.5 million Filipinos jobless.
Halos 2,000 establishmento ang pansamantalang nagsara.
Nagsa ang mga gustong magparehistro para makaboto sa halalan 2022.
Sa dinami-dami ng ibinabalita ngayon at sa dinami-daming mga problemang pinagdadaanan natin ngayong pandemya, we feel like we cannot take more problems. And with the advent of disinformation, it is really hard to trust and rely on what we see on the internet nowadays. Sa paparating na eleksyon, kinakailangan nating pumili ng kandidato na karapat-dapat na maglingkod para sa ikabubuti ng bansa. Paano ba tayo makakaiwas sa disinformation? At ano ang role natin bilang isang mamboboto? Let us discuss first the terms. Disinformation is the deliberate spreading of false or misleading information. Ibig sabihin nito ay isa itong pamamaraan upang ipakalat ang mga tinatawag na fake news. Social media is a great avenue to spread lies and propaganda to a mass audience, which blurs the line from what is real and fake. Why does disinformation happen? First, for political reasons. Second, out of anger, spite, or jealousy. Third, to get revenge or teach a lesson. Fourth, to promote ideology. Fifth, to harm a competitor. Sixth, to promote oneself. Last, but definitely not the least, it pays. Disinformation, such as fake news sites, want the viewer to be blinded from the truth. It aims to grab the attention of the viewer, who may be reading the content of that site, which in return gains profit from it. Popular news means more revenue. Kapag maraming click sa page, mas madalas ang advertising sa nasabing page in which equals to more money. Kadalasang biktima ng fake news ay ang mga taong hindi tinitignan kung saang site nanggaling ang balita. Hindi masyadong malawak ang kaalaman sa mga pangyayari sa kanyang paligid. Hindi kritikal sa mga balitang kanyang binabasa. How does political disinformation affect the election? First, it reaches an audience that is vulnerable to the message. Second, energizing or suppressing voters. Third, setting the agenda during breaking news. If you want to avoid fake news, take note of these steps. First, take a closer look at the source. Second, check beyond the headline and other sources. Third, check for the facts. Fourth, check your bias. Ano nga ba ang magagawa natin kapag nakakita ng false information? Importanteng i-report ang nagpapakalat ng false information. Inanunsyo ng Google at Facebook na i-a-address nila ang mga fake news sa pamamagitan ng reporting at flagging tools. Ang mga media organizations kagaya ng BBC at Channel 4 sa Britanya ay nagtayo ng mga fact-checking sites. It is important to have media literacy in which we are critical of the information given to us. It is an essential skill to anyone navigating the internet, especially Gen Z. Aside from disinformation, there's another challenge in voters' registration: the pandemic. Almost 8 months of voters' registration was lost in some areas due to lockdown. As of July 2021, 60.46 million Filipinos are now registered to vote, in which 52% of the total comprises the youth. Despite the pandemic, online registration is not possible. Each registrant should go to the nearest COMELEC offices to submit the forms personally. Why is it important to vote? It is a responsibility as a citizen in a democratic country. It plays a vital role that will determine a country's future. From the safety of your street to the quality of air you breathe, voting is an important way of having your say on the issues you care about. Citizens vote for leaders to represent them and their ideas, and that they support the interests of their citizens. Voting is also important because it is a way to make your voice heard. It is an opportunity to be part of decision making that affects your life. Voting is an opportunity for change. Now that we know the importance of voting, how do we register? You are eligible to vote if you are a Filipino citizen, at least 18 years old on or before Election Day, a resident of the Philippines for at least 1 year, a resident of the place you intend to vote in for at least 6 months. You must bring your valid IDs, application forms, and coronavirus self-declaration form. Voting is a democratic right generations have fought for. When you vote, you are also voting for those who cannot.